You know, funny thing about a guitar sort of brings another layer of voice to what the musician or the poet wants to say. You know, there was a time when the bards and the minstrels, the poets, the mine singers, some cultures they were called troubadours, and some cultures they were called skalds, S-K-A-L-D-S in the Viking culture. And in the French culture, they were called galliards and different things. And but those old poets, singer-songwriter guys would interpret the world around them through song, and they would find the instruments, of course, that best brought their accent forward and brought their experience forward. And I don't think we're a lot different than that today. You know, songwriters and singers walk into a music store and they pick up a guitar and they find that one that all of a sudden makes them want to sing or makes them want to write or something. They kind of find an extension of their voice. And some guitars are so complex that I think they awaken ideas and awaken beauty in your life because of the emotional experience you have as a writer using that instrument. And this is an old guitar, 1949. I wrote a bazillion songs on this thing back in the days. Matter of fact, I was writing with this guitar back in the 70s. And like most songwriters in Nashville back then, we've all got these stories to tell. I had to get rid of it because I couldn't afford to pay the light bill or whatever. But in reality, this one actually tore up, and I didn't have the money to fix it, and I needed a guitar, so I traded it for something else. And it went away out of my life for almost 40 years. And then last year, it came back into my life after all those years. And I don't know, to say it's been fixed, I don't know. You can sort of look at it and tell it's sort of been through some of the same stuff I have, maybe. Maybe that's one of the reasons I loved it then, and I loved it now. We wrote a lot of songs together. But it carried a different... in a different time and a different season in my life, whenever I hear it, I go back to that time and back to that season because it awakens memories and such. And but 1949, 0018, a great old guitar. If you want to see the battle scars, though, there's no shortage of battle scars in that thing. It wound up in a lot of places after it left me. Listen to this one. You know, being a songwriter, storyteller, they tell a part of your story, as I said. And of course, this is a Preston Thompson guitar. This is a 000 12 fret, and made out of that shipwrecked Brazilian rosewood that is just so incredible. And you know what this one has done is it's after all these years, it's sort of awakened the writer in me again. But I'm writing in a very different sound because of a very different season. But down through time, seasons that come into our life are defined by the songs that we sing. And the singing is nothing more than impassioned speech. And these things sure bring passion to our lives. They're like friends. And even though some of them, sometimes they wander away for a lot of years, sooner or later they come back. Or the memory of them come back and they bring something as well. Don't want to wax too poetic with you, but the fact is I love old guitars. Could you tell?